Hi, new CPAs in training. My name is Mariko, and I will be instructing you on data entry and submission, which all starts at the high school on site. So, let's go meet our student. Hi, Jean-Paul. I remember you from Miss Bouvier's class presentation. So, do you still want to go to the Culinary Institute to become a saucier?
Yes, of course. I've always felt a little bit saucy.
Well, that's great. So, I'm going to need you to fill out this CalSub application here.
Okay.
Well, it's very important that you have students fill out this application correctly. The CalSub application is one of the most important parts of the whole data process. And there are always several areas where students mess up on. So it's really important that you explain thoroughly what all the parts of the application mean. First, Jean-Paul, I need you to use pencil and fill out the first page, your last name, first name, middle name, and email address. Okay, great. So moving on to the back side. I'll explain all the portions before you start filling it out. So this Scantron part is really important. You need to use the pencil to fill in the bubbles completely. Don't check them or X mark them. Make sure it's very clear. The second part, you need to write your school name right here. And then we need your home address. So that's really important because we send you mail, information about college, things like that to your home address, so that needs to be accurate. Next, we need to know your ethnicity, and that's for demographic information. The government likes to know the different types of students we have in the program.
Okay.
Also, number of people in your household and your highest, your parents' highest level of education.
With the number of people in my household, does that include myself too?
It does, yes. And last thing is gender. And then really important, at the bottom, we need your signature.
Okay. And what about my parents if they're not here?
It's okay. We don't need your parents' signature. It's just you.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then I'll collect this when you're done.
Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks, Jean-Paul. So now we're going to move on to the meeting data form. And this is really important for office purposes. All right, Jean-Paul. So this is our meeting data form. I need you to neatly print your last name and first name, and then I need your signature right on this line. And that's just indicating for our office when we met and to document our meetings.
Okay.
Okay?
Last name first, right?
Yes. This is a sample meeting data form. In the beginning of the year, CPAs and students will need to fill it out by hand, writing their last name, first name, and student signature. But later on in the year, each student will have a CalSub ID number and pre-populated data forms. So their names will already be typed, and all you'll need is their signature every time you meet with them. The CPAs fill out this second half of the form. At the top, you write the date, and below in these columns, you write the contact number for each time you see that student. For example, in Jean-Paul's case, I saw him in a presentation, which was contact 1. So now, for this one-on-one meeting, I should write contact 2. This is a sample record-keeping form. This has two purposes. One, for your own personal use to document when you've seen students, and secondly, for anyone who follows you or anyone who comes to assist you, it's important that they know your progress with meeting students. So all this information should be written very clearly and legibly so anyone who looks at it will understand. So now that I've met with Jean-Paul, I'm going to include him on my record-keeping form. So I'll write his last name, Gonzalez, and his first name, Jean-Paul, along with the dates I've met with him. Contact 1 and contact 2. Any future contacts you'll write in the contact 3 column and the additional contacts column. So now you have all your data collected on site and it's time to go to the office. It's important to remember that your record-keeping forms for your own personal use stay on site at all times. You're going to bring your meeting data and the CalSUP application to the office with you. This is also a great time to fill out your timesheet and get it signed by your site contact. So, it's Friday, and you've arrived at the CalSUP office with your CalSUP applications, meeting data, and timesheets. Let's go inside and turn them in. Follow the signs to the data room first. So now we're in the data office. The first thing you're going to do is pick up one of these data packet cover sheets, and you're going to fill out all the portions like your name, the date, the school site, all this. You're going to attach it to your meeting data along with your CalSUP applications from the school. Clip this all together and put it in the CPA box. Your last step is to come over to this sign out log where you're going to find your name and sign out when you turned in your data. So now we've taken a right out of the data office and we're going to turn in our timesheet. So all you need to do is open up another logout page and find your name here, and you're just going to sign out the date that you submitted your timesheet, just like with your data. Then you're going to put your timesheet in the timesheet slot and pick up a new blank timesheet for the next pay period. The last thing you want to do while in this area is open up this file cabinet and check your mailbox. The mailboxes are ordered according to school site. So you're going to search for your school and you will find a file folder with your name on it. And mailboxes usually contain any flyers, information about college, and workshops for the students that you need to distribute at your school. So if you forget any of those steps, there are yellow signs posted throughout the office to help you out, but that's how the data process at CalSUP works.